Hello, everybody. I am Matt Bradley, Event Director of the Retail Technology Show, and this is 5 Minutes With, the bite-sized interview where we chat with some of the retail's most influential figures. And today I'm delighted to be joined by CCO of VoCoVo, Mr. Martyn Jones. Martyn, welcome.
Hey, Matt. Thanks for having me. Great to be here.
It's a pleasure, absolute pleasure, and we are thrilled to have you. So as the title suggests, we only have 5 minutes, so we need to crack on very quickly. So before we really get started, Martyn, tell us a bit about who you are and what you do.
Sure. So as you introduced me as, I'm Martyn Jones. I'm the CCO of VoCoVo, and my role at VoCoVo is to look after all of the front-end customer-facing teams, so the sales teams, the marketing teams, and the customer service teams. And we have offices in Germany and Denmark and the UK and Chicago. So I look after the teams across all those regions. And VoCoVo is the leading voice platform in retail. And we've been going a long time, but also a short time. So we've got quite a long history of delivering voice into retailers all the way back to the mid-90s. But the business has really took off in the last 5 years with VoCoVo, which is our leading product. I was one of the early employees there, and there's nearly 100 of us now. And we're working with over 30 retail brands, and we've had a great 5 years, and the journey's not over for sure. We're looking forward to Retail Technology Show, and what we're going to launch there will hopefully catapult us again over the next 5 years.
I mean, 5 years ago, what a difficult time to launch a business over the last few years, as we've seen enormous amounts of disruption. What sort of changes have you seen within the retail sector within that time?
Yeah, sure. I mean, it was a difficult time to launch a business. All of our international plans to go to America and Europe were obviously scuppered by COVID, and it delayed us by a couple of years. But in terms of retail, I think a lot has changed in 5 years. I think due to COVID, I feel anyway that the 10 years of digital transformation that was being talked about happened in about 10 months. And you saw a real shift really fast into technology that was quite conceptual, maybe in some of their leading edge stores, into suddenly it was the norm. So I definitely feel that retailers have become a lot more agile and reactive in the last 10 years. I think they've been forced to really drive their omni-channel experience. You know, when the stores were closed, suddenly the online business is what kept them thriving. And then after lockdown, kind of bringing those two back together has been a real piece of work for them to complete. And I think, also consumers are a lot more impatient. I talked about on a podcast recently how if a website doesn't open within 3 seconds, we will give up. We're used to that kind of speed. And yet when we go into store, we will no longer wait 5-10 minutes and be told, I need to go and find someone. I need an answer from somewhere else. So I think the stores have had to become a lot more responsive in that way as well. And I think I've definitely seen that trend over the last 5 years.
Yeah, I think it's been really interesting, isn't it? How it was always on the cards that we were heading more to an online system, and that the online was taking a lot bigger share. Sorry, the online was taking a lot bigger share of that retail take. But it sort of fast forwarded it so quickly, didn't it, because of COVID? And it's changed the mindset of consumers very much so. So it's been a really interesting transition for all retailers. Certainly not easy at times. The next question I wanted to ask is, clearly, you listed some of the customers that you already work with. So you are well and truly entrenched in the retail sector. I imagine you're speaking to your customers quite regularly. What are you hearing? What are retailers saying? What's their challenges? What are the issues? What are they facing right now?
Well, I'm obviously biased because I talk to retailers a lot about voice technology and what they want in that space. But I think where retail is definitely going is more of a self-help kind of store. So the customers are given a lot more technology to be able to help themselves around the store. And you're seeing that with Amazon Just Walk Out. You're also seeing that with a lot of new camera technology. I think also the retailers are looking at their kind of operational changes and whether they can, use the stores as almost like online fulfillment centers as well. In our space, we're looking at how voice can be the next big leader in the store. So, we're all very used to having Alexas in our home and asking them to do stuff. So how can we bring that technology into the store?
Yeah,
and give that to not only customers, but also the associates as well.
Okay, I like that. Right. So a couple of quick fire questions here. You could attend any sporting event in the world and you can see it live. What are you choosing?
Yeah. Got to be the World Cup final, hasn't it?
Yeah, that'd be decent. Would England have to be in it?
So. Ideally, yes, but you know, I've got to 32 years without seeing them in a World Cup final, so I'm not holding out much hope.
We're always close, though. Always close.
Yeah.
Okay. Second question would be: which celebrity / well-known person would you least like to be stuck in a lift with?
Oh, Piers Morgan, probably.
I got a feeling you could be quite popular with that question, actually. Okay, you have a major presence at the Retail Technology Show, and visitors can find you on stand 6C40. Now, I don't want you to give too much away, but you've already alluded to the fact that you've got some launches coming, and it could propel you into the next 5-10 years of the path. What else are you looking forward to at the show?
Well, yeah, I mean, Retail Technology Show this year is probably going to be the biggest ever for VoCoVo. And as I've kind of alluded to, we've got some big product launches that we're really excited about. And I'm giving a talk as well on the first day in the tech arena, I think. But I'm really looking forward to just getting back into the retail space. I think the show last year was great. It felt like everyone kind of come back together for the first time in a long time. But also, I don't think the innovation was that great last year because everyone had got a lot of post-COVID challenges in terms of supply chain and things like that. So I'm quite looking forward to seeing what new technology is going to come to the show. Given we've had another year post-COVID to be able to work on all of our products and services as an industry.
Sounds good. Sounds good. So as I said, you can find VoCoVo, you can find Martyn, you can talk all the things that he's been discussing today, including some more about Piers Morgan. I'm sure if you ask nicely, they're going to be on stand 6C40. Martyn, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it. And I will see you very soon at the show.
Pleasure, Matt. Thanks for having me once again.
Absolute pleasure. Guys, if you haven't already registered, the roads all now lead to the Retail Technology Show, April 26th, April 27th, London's Olympia. You can register through the link now. Go and get Retail's golden ticket, and I'll see you all very soon.